Hello, everybody. Here we are back again with one more exciting thing to show you, and I'm really excited about it. So today I'm going to show you how I did my bows with fabric and heat and bond. This is fabric. The red and the green is fabric, and the bottom here, this is the old vinyl that used to cover the table, and you can find it at Hobby Lobby. Actually, I got everything from Hobby Lobby. Everything plus the clay. The clay I decided to get brave and I made it myself. So actually came out pretty good. So this also is fabric. Top and bottom is, top in the middle is fabric and the bottom is leather. And this one here is fabric too. The floral and the bumblebee is fabric, and the bottom I decided to use for the spike just glitter. And I made other ones that I did not finish yet. I have a 4th of July that it's beautiful. I only have to make the center. And I have another 4th of July too that both is fabric. This one is fabric, everything but the bottom. The bottom is, the spike is glitter. And this one, I did the spike is fabric and the red is the vinyl and the flag is fabric. So I'm gonna show you what you need for this. I already pre-cut everything just to get ahead of the game. You're gonna need the ribbons to cover your alligator clip and to do the center of the bow. I already pre-cut the rest of the bow that I'm going to make. This way I don't have to waste time. And you're gonna need the center. This is what I'm gonna use, and I got a little tiny piece of felt so I can put on the back of the center so it holds better. And you're going to need scissors, and you're going to need your hot glue, a lighter, and you're going to need a pen to trace your template. So let's get this started. I use this from Hobby Lobby. It's a red package in case you get confused, because it is a blue one, I think, is the Ultra Hold. And it comes in a row. It's like 4.5 yards, so it's pretty long, and you have enough to do a lot of things. One side has a texture and the other side is soft. So I already pre-cut my what I'm gonna use, my pieces, so I don't waste any time. So I just cut enough, I measure what I'm going to trace, and I just cut enough that I don't have to waste anything. With my fabric, I iron my fabric, first, so it doesn't, it doesn't show up all the wrinkles after I put the heat and bond. And make sure that you put your fabric with the right side facing down and the wrong side facing up. And the heat and bond, the texture side is the side that, where you have all this sticky stuff. So just place that on the top. As you can see, I cut mine a little bit smaller than the fabric, just so it doesn't get stuck to my ironing board and doesn't ruin my ironing board, okay? The setting says like low heat. I did not so low because I did one and I didn't think that was it was strong enough. It didn't really stay. So you press. You don't iron like you iron, a piece of clothes. You just press and keep moving. Just keep going until you think that you have enough time for the glue, because it's like some kind of glue that it has on the back of the heat and bond so it can melt into the fabric. I did not time myself, so as you can see, I'm just join, and I think it's done. Yeah, you can see the sides. You don't see anything. Okay, so let's trace this and start making the bow. So one thing is wait a little bit for the fabric to cool down. Don't try to do right after, because when you peel off, it might not, you know, it might not come out the right way. Because I have the heat and bond on the back of the fabric and I'm going to trace on the paper, I don't worry about what I'm going to use. I'm just going to use in a regular pen. If you're using if you're going to hello, if you're going to cut on the leather, I suggest that you use something that's going to disappear later. I use this. It's a erasable pen, and it dries, it disappears in 24 hours, I believe. So this way you don't have to worry about, anything. This one I just did, but you can see a little bit on the sides, but this is going to disappear. Okay. So let's trace this baby. Okay. I'm gonna cut this really fast and just come back so it's faster. I want to show you when I finish cutting, just so you can see. I mean, it's really smooth to cut and easy. And then just get right there on the corner and peel off. See how shiny it is? So now let's make this bow. I use the hot glue. I don't have a problem with the fabric. I tried on the other ones that I did and was fine. So just get this glue here. I pressed in, press and hold for a little bit, just so the glue can cool down a little bit. This way it doesn't come undone. Same thing with this. I did like 10 bows with the heat and bond, and none of them I had a problem with the glue. So oopsie, maybe a little bit too much. Make sure it's centered. Again, hold a little bit. I hold these strings from the hot glue gun. Okay, we put this on the side. This is fine. So let's cover the alligator clip. When I do my alligator clip, I make sure that I have the corners of the ribbon right there really glued to the clip so it doesn't get stuck in the hair. I just put enough glue so you really can get, you know, there. Just gonna make this a little bit turn to the bottom so you can see. I never put the glue all the way down so it doesn't dry. Turn around so you can see if it's even. Press. I never have a problem gluing my alligator clips with hot glue, so it dries faster, and I guess you just have to press enough and wait a little bit for the glue to cool down. I hear some people saying that they don't like to use because it comes off, but mine doesn't. So I turn around so I can see, make sure that it's even. When I do this part, I always make sure that those little corners are tucked in inside the teeth so it doesn't stick out too. Same thing as, you know, this one here. So I just make sure that I put enough glue on the corners. Open. See, it's all inside so it doesn't get stuck in the hair. I use the big one. This one that I'm using, it's 3 inches, just about 3 inches. And oh, one thing that I forgot to say was the size, to give you the measurements of the template. These are the templates that I used. The tail for the mermaid is 5 inches. The spike is a little bit over 5, and like 2.5. And the bottom is almost 9 inches, 8.5. And the alligator clip that I'm using is, I believe it's like 3 inches. Yes, it's 3 inches. I decided to use this one because it's big enough for the back, so it holds better because it goes all the way to the other side. I do not go shy on the glue. Make sure that I never press on the top. I always press right on a spike. One thing that I need to show you, and I noticed that just right after you make the bow, see how it's kind of stuck in there? It does this, but then you just separate and it doesn't happen after. It's just when it's fresh. So when you just open this up. Let me glue I have a little piece of felt for the back of the center, because this center, the back is so smooth. I'm afraid that it's not gonna hold. So when I have something like this, I always add a little bit of felt, and always works. So let this cool down. So I'm going to put the ribbon. I always start with the ribbon like on the front, unless I'm not using a center. If I'm using a center, I always start on the front, because it's gonna get covered anyways. And I just decided to use hot pink. I open this up and put a little bit of glue here. Go over. Turn this around. Just cut this. Usually I do this before, but I just, forgot to cut before. See how it gets stuck in there? But this is just when you are right after you finish. Let me get my center. Don't be shy on the glue when you're going to press and hold long enough. And there you are. Look how beautiful. I mean, you can ask your friends who are, seamstress, just for a tiny piece of fabric. This is not much, 10 inches. I got a whole bunch of different fabrics, and when I went to Hobby Lobby, I only got 10 inches. I think it was 10 inches that I got, because you can cut sideways and just have different ones. So look, so many options that we can have with fabric, and as we know, it's much less expensive than the faux leather or the glitter sheets, the felt, and all that. So so this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like it. I hope this helps. So subscribe if you didn't subscribe yet. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and I hope to see you back here, and share with your friends, share in your groups, and let's just have some fun, and let's just craft more. Thank you. See you next time. Bye. After I finished the video, I decided to test something else. So I had this fabric that I had cut to make another bow. So I decided to spray with Mod Podge. I did spray. I was trying to see if the bow was gonna get stiffer, and it did get stiffer, and I tried to pull the ends to see if it was gonna fray. Nothing happened. So I really like that result. And then I decide to try something else. Since the fabric has no glitter, I decide to spray some glitter. I just had some glitter at home, and I decide to just give some couple strokes of spray, and the result was really nice too. So the bow was stiffer, and then with the glitter, so it worked pretty good. Try to do this and let me know, put in your comments if you liked and if it worked for you. So I hope it will.